Welcome everyone to Let's Play Command Ops 2. We're continuing our march to St. Vith, and people have pointed out throughout the series that I play very slow, which is completely true. I even mentioned in the comments, and I think that this basically sums up my playstyle, is I'm much more of a Montgomery than I am a Patton. I move very slow, conservative, defensively oriented, so you wouldn't want me pushing a flank in some kind of maneuver. And this is something that I wish I was better at, but it's just I'm more analytical about my playstyle, so that's why I pause a lot, and even why my troops try to sweep through the entire area instead of just rushing forward and capturing the key objectives. This is not necessarily the best playstyle, it's just my own. So now I've thought about what we're going to do with the rest of the units, and I think I've come up with a reasonable plan. Just to refresh, I mean, this is as much for myself as anybody else. What we've done so far is we've moved the 94th will move over and take a defensive position in Lomersweiler. They will be supported by this anti-aircraft group. So we'll have good coverage west and east of the southern portion of Lomersweiler. The only downside about this is we won't have any support in the north. So as a quick temporary stopgap, I think we'll move up. So this is all of CCR's group from here on. You can see that everything above here is just bases or HQs, so we're not going to be using those. But all of these other units we're free to use, except for, of course, the HQ and the base. Those two are, again, going to be off limits. So we have this recon group, and I think that that's going to be a group we push up the eastern side. That's kind of the trend I was following over here. So we'll get these guys to move. I'm just going to get them to move directly because right now I do have an AA unit with all those Quad 50 cals and stuff. We do have that one patrolling this road. So I'm just going to give them a move order into sets directly. This is a very long movement, but I think it's better than having them, I don't know, whatever, stage in different areas. We could give them a move through Steinbrück first, but I'm pretty sure the only way they can go is through Steinbrück. So what we're going to do is have them take the quickest route over there. We're going to allow them to do attacks, so we'll just do all these regular things, the max, whatever, and they don't need any rest at all. So let me go back to general. We can see that these guys are really almost fresh. They just arrived daybreak, which means probably they're moving overnight, but it hasn't impacted their fatigue levels. Okay, so what I'm going to do is as we give orders to a unit, I'm going to minimize the group so that we have all these units on the bottom we've given orders to already. This is basically all the units that are not in Combat Command Reserve, CCR. Next thing, we have the 37th Tank Battalion. Actually, the two other big pieces we have are the 37th Tank Battalion and the 53rd Armored Infantry Battalion. What I'm going to do is move the 53rd Armored Infantry Battalion into a staging point. I want them ultimately to be staging at night again, but I think initially, now that we have the 8th, remember we already gave an order for the 8th to assault in and hold Breitfeld, while the 51st Armored Infantry Battalion is going to assault north to the eastern approach to St. Vith via the MSR. That's also where our cavalry recon, once they get to sets, they're going to be tasked with just clearing through this northern road. And they'll stay kind of hidden in the forest, acting as a mobile reserve, a QRF, Quick Reaction Force. So that's what I have planned for those guys. The 10th Armored Infantry Battalion is already assaulting north to a staging point along the highway leading to St. Vith. I have to be very careful though, because we know armor should be incoming. It was 48 hours after the start, and that's right about now. So unfortunately, this order's already been given. You can see that if I switch over to, this. The white on the background and not having the pink means that they've already been given orders, and see the pink is when you're actually receiving orders. So their orders are already in place. I'm going to let them try to do that. If we take massive casualties, well, we'll have to reevaluate the plan then. For the same reason that I'm expecting a lot of the heavy tanks and stuff to be coming in from like Krombach area. Yeah, I think they come in from the Krombach area. We said it's from the west, and I think that that's the one. If it's over here, this plan will work just as well. For that reason, I'm going to send the 37th Tank Battalion over. The reason why I like this western area is there's so little forest. It's a lot of open terrain, which is certainly where our tanks are going to be the most effective. So we'll give them a move order directly into Gruffelgen. And we'll do that by the quickest route. Allow them to attack units on the way, but in other words, just do that with minimum rest. Again, their fatigue levels are really low. And I'm going to let them keep... I was wondering whether I should let them keep their AA or not. I think I will, because it's basically the main unit's anti-personnel. So if we run into a really heavy infantry group in the open, that's going to work wonders for helping the rest of the tank battalion maneuver, while that one little battery, it's too small to be a company, but I almost call it a company. Well, that one little small guy, he's gonna hold down, suppress whatever infantry we find. So if it is true that it's a armored group moving up, we'll probably be keeping these guys in reserve and pushing forward with the very heavy tanks that we got here. Plenty of capable units. Yeah, we'll try to keep Dog Company out of the line of fire this time. So anyways, I mean, that it is something I could have dealt with. I could have perhaps used a different group for helping them with the infantry. I could have just used Dog Company for their infantry support, and I could push this AA group out. But it's also a thing that if the Germans if they actually do bring in air cover, they do have a limited amount as well, I believe. So if they do bring it in, that's the unit I would most want protected anyway. So I'm going to keep it with them. Lastly, okay, so we have the 53rd, but I didn't actually give their movement order because the 8th is moving north, 51st is moving north. These guys infantry is just getting about to this line, and then I'm going to retask them to move back down southeast all the way to Steinbrück. That's such a lot. That's like tons of movement for them, but basically, that's the central location that keeps being attacked by a lot of infantry, and this is essentially me saying, okay, I'm sick of being attacked from here. I'm not sure what we're going to do. We're going to let the infantry get to this area. Maybe they'll just go in and hold Breitfeld for a little while. I'm not sure. So I won't speak to this. I guess I'm just not exactly sure what's going to happen there. Okay, so for the time being, I mentioned that we had the west and east for Lohmersweiler covered. This Armored Engineer Company is going to be the one to defend the northern approach. So let's kind of take a look at what kind of line of sight we're going to have in these areas. Okay, so the important thing is going to be trying to be not close to the forest, but having good visibility of it. And we also want visibility to the north. We don't know where they're going to come from. This isn't terrible. I don't like the vision. Okay, right now it is not totally sunrise yet, so maybe that's the reason why we have pretty poor visibility. I did not consider that. Okay, this has orange though, which I like. Can we get something like this going on? I want orange to the north, but also something to the west. Okay, that's actually a pretty good spot. I think that's actually outside of Lohmersweiler's actual control area. And we're pretty close to the forest right here. But you know what? I think that's the best we're going to do. So let me give that defend order. Let's see, is that inside? Wow, it is just inside. Just barely squeaked in there. So that's actually good. And obviously we're going to want them to defend facing mostly to the west. I don't expect us to be attacked from the north, but we'll give them the arrowhead formation as well, just to make sure that they are a little bit better prepared to defend to the north. And also, who knows, maybe even from the south. Okay, so that's good. I think we don't need them to do any rest. I think everything's fine there. Just take the quickest, and I guess you can attack units if you find any on the way. I don't think so, but okay, good. Because we're going to have the 35th pull out. Their new job is going to be to attack north into Nijmegen from this path. So what I'm going to do is, now that they've kind of formed up, we're going to give them an assault order. So gather up here. I want them gathering a little bit away from the forest just in case they find units there. So gather there and then attack all the way north to, let's just have them attack into Nijmegen, which means that the 53rd is just going to move over to this area for now. Just park them right here. And that's going to be actually what I do with them. Just go ahead, go over there, engage anything you can see, sure, but I doubt you'll see anything. Just move there, and we'll give you new orders in a second. So the 35th is pulling out, and they're going to move, because again, I'm expecting rather heavy armor to be penetrating our western flank very soon. Alright, that is, I think, everybody we need to give an order to. Okay, so we have one more tank destroyer battalion. Where's a good place for those guys? I guess we'll have them stage... It's a really good question. I guess we'll have them stage... What are they equipped with? This Jackson's, yes. And so they do have machine gun units, and they also have these M8 Grey. I think these are the Greyhounds, right? M8 Greyhounds? Can't remember, but we might as well have this guy be a pursuit unit for whatever unit this is, just to make sure that they get wiped off the face of the earth. So what I'm going to do is just have them probe to here for now, because that's the one place where I suspect this unit will, if they retreat east, that's the way they're going to go. So we'll just move them there, probe east like that. And I'll give them orders as soon as they get there. We'll move them somewhere else. They're my reserve unit for dealing with the armor. Probably I should move them north, because that's where the least amount of my anti-armor is going to be. So we'll probably retask them very soon. Okay, good. So 10 minutes in, we're ready to actually hit unpause. Okay. Oh, by the way, also note that there's no more cross over here. I kept trying to click on that cross for the longest time. We can dismiss this. And I guess the reason I wasn't able to click on it because it was just a glitch, a bug of some kind. There's no actual cross there to click on. So, but we're still doing really well. The lose-win bar isn't as much in our favor as it could be because we are not holding Sankt Vith as our objective. And, people have been mentioning to me that you're just moving a little bit too slow. I could have had that starting day 2 at 600, and, I didn't. I was able to get all 3 of the other objectives on day 1. Wait. Yeah, I think I took Brightfield on day 1 as well, so I probably missed an opportunity to move into Sankt Vith very quickly. But that's okay. Alright, so now we have everyone. The 94th is going to move forward. 22nd has... Actually, we need to keep the 22nd available to engage this unit. So the 177th will have this guy bombard. It looks like this guy's moving, but just give it a second. Let's figure out where they're going, and then let's engage them. Because we might also attack them very soon with the 10th over here. That's interesting. Oh, that's us actually doing the support fire. Okay. Well, noticing that this guy's going to move at that pace, we can kind of preempt his move and just aim a little bit where he's going to be. So let's lead him by quite a bit. And see if we get it right. Because it doesn't seem to be moving that quickly. Perfect timing. It looks like we're scaring a bunch of people away. Okay, so now things are starting to get more active. We'll bombard this guy. This guy's moving. We have to remember not to use him. So this unit is still here. We're just going to bombard the force then. We'll soon have other units there, so I'm not going to be using the... Oh, wow, that's great. That is really good bombardment. Next one, we'll call it to a close. Okay, stop that bombardment. We'll probably get this guy tasked to bombard this unit as well, because I'm actually a little worried about those forest units moving in. So it won't be... It's going to be super intense fighting as soon as we get into Sankt Vith, but right now we're just dealing with these kind of broken forces to begin with anyway. So Yep, have spotted. This is an HQ though. We're probably right on top of them. We are. Let's get these 66. Nope, they're bombarding. Everyone's bombarding, huh? Let's get this 66 involved on this one. Because they have a little bit of a tighter group. Yeah, that's good. They have a slightly smaller box. Yeah, this is a big enough unit. It's worth bombarding. We're definitely good there. They'll probably retreat a little bit more into the forest, so let's take off avoid friendlies. And hopefully that max resupply thing will help. Okay, these guys are still here. They won't be there for long. Let's bombard them again. Keep avoid friendlies on so that, you know, we don't hit our own units, which will be entering the AO very, very quickly. But I'm imagining this guy's really scattered, like low cohesion, high fatigue. Doesn't have very many people left. If we even just hit him with maybe a few more bombardments. Yeah, it says friendlies in the way already. Okay, so it's full daybreak now. Let's see what we can see. Looks like this is not going to get anything done. Our AA unit here is finished its move. That's actually interesting. What do we want these guys to be retasked to? Okay, let's think about this. Well, let me continue to progress. I don't need to hold up the... We don't need to wait. Okay, this is more units moving here. We should eliminate this group. I really hope we eliminate them completely. Oh, we're putting in good fire on that guy. That's great to see. And we just bombarded them. And now they're taking more fire, which is good. There's only like 50 guys left in that group. They're in pretty poor shape as well. This guy though, he just picked the wrong moment. Man, boy did he pick the wrong moment to be here. Okay, so this is now back. We want to see where this guy actually is. Where are you? Okay, you're there. You're gonna retreat. Do something like this. That looks good. Let's get this artillery to fall again. So it's not okay. It's like right here. Probably move it a little bit closer just to get slightly better effective fire. Turn off avoid friendlies. I'm just worried about this unit turning. If they turn or maneuver at all, then they're going to bring themselves into the line of fire, which would not be good. Yeah, this guy's already routing. That's good. He didn't have a chance to do anything. They have 0 cohesion. We're not surprised. If he routes to the east, I'd put my tank destroyer there preemptively, so that would be good. 35th is moving out. We are bombarding this unit. Perfect. Remember, in the forest, that's really where they are really vulnerable. Waiting for the 94th to get situated, too. Okay, let's call in the 22nd on this guy as well. We might as well just completely eliminate whatever units we see with artillery. 22nd can't fire anywhere else for the time being anyway. That unit is just getting smothered in fire. Okay, now we don't have visibility of them anymore. So let's go ahead and call that off to prepare the 22nd. Oh! Well, what do you know? So I'm guessing... How do we even know what this is? I'm guessing this is visibility from our 10th over here? Because how the hell do we have vision? Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Wow. So this is a great vantage point. It looks like this white hill right here gives you just fantastic visibility. And they really are. Yeah, they're on this hilltop looking down. That is a great place for our armor to set up then. Maybe somewhere, I'm not sure if they'll be able to move. Yeah, so it's blocked off a little bit here, but there's patches where you can move. And now if we, the best thing would be is if we could get some AA, but... Well, seeing this, we might as well, are they moving or what's their deal? So that means the reinforcements have already gotten there. We're a little bit behind the ball. Oh well. Let's just go ahead and start dumping in some really big fire over there. They're probably going to be moving east, so let's just do something like this. Those are two huge units anyway. No, they are actually stopped, so let's bring the pain. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of units. Okay, well, we probably don't need to focus on these guys as much, although, okay. Two ways you can look at this. One, this is where there's a massive concentration of units, so we'll get more bang for our buck with artillery. Or two, lowering the cohesion of these guys is just not that important considering we're not actively engaging them. And it's much more important to bring your artillery to bear on the forces you're actually engaging. I mean, both of those things are true, it's just it's a trade-off. Which one's more important to us right now? I think we'll let the 177th, since they have a big range and they're powerful anyway, let's have them focus on the infantry-ish people. So let's get that over here instead. But these guys are moving, so you know what? Never mind. Let's go ahead and focus on the guys that are not moving. So we're going to be much more effective against them. And that'll clear the 66th, the 22nd. We basically just need the 94th. Where did this guy... Oh, he's dead. Very good. We destroyed another group. That's very good. So that probably eliminates our need for this guy to come back and defend Steinbrook. Probably eliminates the need... Well, there is a lot of missing... Two German units we can't account for behind enemy lines, or behind our front lines. I mean, they're behind enemy lines, but they're behind our lines. Huh. Well, this is not good. We just saw another group. If these guys are moving, they are moving pretty slow. We need to... Alright, so basically this is when the attack on St. Vith is very important. We need people to start pushing in very quickly. So as soon as the 8th gets situated, we'll probably make our move. We are ourselves making our moves, so... And you guys are just stationary there. That makes sense. I didn't ask you guys to move any further forward, I think. Well, this unit's about to be flanked, so they have no cohesion left anyway. Oh, so we did find somebody here. That is a unit worth attacking, I think. They'll probably retreat very quickly, but if we can get the gunfire on them like immediately, maybe we'll land a few rounds before they pull out. Oh my gosh, they have quite a lot of forces moving this way. Now they are very fatigued. And I've been doing a very good job managing our fatigue levels. Our fatigue levels are very low. Looks like we're a little bit late. They are getting into the... I wonder if this is air reconnaissance or if this is all just the 10th being able to spot these guys. Okay, so this unit is going to be surrounded, pushed away. Looks like our bombardment is perfectly effective there. Will no longer be effective though. So let's delete it. This guy's being pushed away. Very good. Alright, so all of our units are moving out. That's good to see. Yeah, if I could do it all over again, we really should have gotten into St. Vith on day 2. But this is going to make this scenario a little more challenging. It's a really easy scenario, right? So this is just one way to make this scenario more challenging. Just intentionally do something which is not good. Let's get the 66 on this guy, I guess. Probably somewhere over there. And max ammo. Hopefully we can Give you a resupply soon. Yeah, they are moving. You can see their line. So they do enter the map from Krombach. And this unit's dead, basically. So I want to get this unit. We're going to have to take a moment to pause and find the min-max perfect spot. I think that's actually the best spot right here. I want an AA unit overlooking this western approach to Nightingale. Sorry, the eastern approach in Nightingale. I want somebody on this hilltop facing west. It's even better if they can cover two areas at the same time. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a little dangerous, but I think this is where, like, rethinking it a bit more, I think this is where the infantry, I'm going to push them into this heavily forested area. So let's actually get this unit to, yeah, defend here. Because there is just so much visibility from this corner. So you guys are facing east, set up in a arrowhead formation, max everything, and go ahead and take the... Okay, attack units on your way over, by the way. Don't rest. And I'm going to let you choose the route over because... Actually, can you go the shortest? Which I think is going to be this. Because then we can kind of cover this area, make sure there's no enemy units hiding there. If there are, we'll just put really heavy fire on them. Okay, good. So the 94th has gotten to its location. They're now available for tasking. I think what we should be doing is engaging the units that are entering here. Let's do that with max. So those guys are moving. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but it'll give the 177th something to do, keep their guns warm. Let's walk that a little bit closer if you don't mind. So if I'm not mistaken, there's no... Oh, there is a German unit visible right now. Good, let's give the 94th their first shots of the war. Okay, let's try not to hit our own team. Oh, wow. So we got a really big force in here. Just coming up by these group of 3 trees right there. Okay, let's see. Let's see the trees. We're doing okay. Let's cover a little bit more like this then. And let's see. Looks good. Okay, we will turn off avoiding friendlies. Assuming these guys don't move too much more. And go ahead and give them hell, 94th. Okay, whoever's bombarding here, you can stop that. Let's wait to engage the units where... let's bombard the units we're actively engaging with ground forces. I'm going to stick to that. Of the trade-off zone, I'm going to stick to mainly engaging... Oh, here we go. So they are deploying first, but that's fine. We'll give them time to do whatever they need. Get these guys to bombard. Okay, let's delete. I want to see what they're up to. Where are they actually going? Okay, they stopped there, but it looks like they're retreating in a hurry. Let's just put some gunfire down over there. I expect that we actually can't see them. That this is just where they were last seen. All our units are moving up the road. It must be really busy right now. Lots of traffic there. Everyone's got to get to a different place. That looks pretty good. That's about where I wanted it. Okay, we have now eyes on these guys. Get the 66 to bombard them. Damn it, our airstrike was aborted due to poor visibility. I mean, if ever you could use an airstrike, it's when you have armor coming in. but that's okay. Okay, so Dog Company, as always, is the one to take the early fire. So let's get the 177th on this, because it seems like an important time to nip this in the bud. Are you going to complain about avoiding friendlies? How about that? They might be too... No, it sounds like they have cohesion. I was going to say maybe they don't have enough cohesion to actually even engage, but it appears they do. Well, we'll just bring really heavy fire down on these guys. And we do have the AA group coming in here as well. That shouldn't be a problem for these guys, even though they have to move through really forested area, and they are tanks, and that's not always what tanks want to do. I think that those guys will be just fine. Okay, good. So as soon as you guys get there, then we'll move you up to north of St. 5th. Okay. We were just way too slow on this. And I guess the problem is I did play this through one time. I think I mentioned before, but I was so successful in that playthrough that I got into St. 5th on day 2, no problem. And I'm not sure I'm paying enough attention to the risk of not getting to St. 5th fast enough. Like, it was easy, but maybe that was just because we took St. 5th so quickly. And it might just turn completely on its head when we're... Oh, yeah, actually, this is the final stopping point for somebody. Yeah, the 53rd is actually coming to a stop here, so this guy didn't actually pick the best place to be. Alright, well, let's let... The 94th has deployed now. Yeah, let's let them land a few things over here. That looks well out of the way. So, turn off avoid friendlies and go ahead. This unit, can they see them? No. Yeah, that's the problem. You have such poor visibility here. Alright, let's get the 66 to help out there then. Something like that. I guess we can't see whatever unit was there now. Oh, they're still there. Okay, so we're just bombing the crap out of them. Oh, look at that. They have a little bit of cohesion. Still like 100 soldiers there. That's a decent sized fighting force. Not for long though. Where did I thought I moved the 8th. Is the 8th still down here or something? No, doesn't look like there's any. That's just all the HQs and the bases. Where the hell is the 8th going? The 10th, I mean. No, the 8th. It is the 8th. No, the 8th is here. I have a tank battalion. Is it the... Oh, it's these guys. Oh my god, that is not the Oga. Oh, no. I mean, yes, in some ways, but no in every other way. I want you to come down through the flank, so let's... we'll have to give these guys movement orders. It's not a terrible idea what they're doing, but it's just terrible because I don't want them to do it that way. So let's have them go here to here, here, here to here. That's your movement order. By the quickest route, which should take them along the path I've more or less mapped out for them. Okay, I accidentally gave too many, but that's good. Like this, you can attack units if you find them, but do this all like this with no rest. Thank you very much. Okay, good. So retask your men. Good God, that was close. I'm so glad we checked that. That could have been just a total disaster. So are we worried about this unit? No, we're just going to let our units roll past them. This unit is actually good. It moved through that area that... Oh, there they are. There's just no place for them, no matter where they try to go. Our forces will find them. That's probably going to cause a problem. Nope, guess not. Okay, wow, so we are actually... These guys are in good position. Hurry up. You guys have to move in. The war has begun over here, so the 177th, this is really when we need you. Like, this is why getting bogged down by a single pathetic little HQ battalion that's whatever's left over is not good. So, this guy is not moving, so let's bring on the pain. Max ammo if you hopefully can. Is this guy moving? No, he stopped. So let's get the 94th on this guy. Max resupply. I'm not going to worry about this guy. His cohesion is so low. It looks like he's lost a few people. He's retreating all over the place. We're just going to let him go. Bigger fish to fry. Okay, and you are moving. So we will not engage you. Oh my gosh, they have so much going on right here, though. Just move. Let's just bombard right there. Okay, so you're not bombarding. The 66 is our only reserve artillery. That's perfect. Okay, so 66, you will be my reserve artillery then. It just shows the way we handled this was very poor. Wow. Assault gun. Oh my god, these guys are getting just hammered. We need to bring the pain. Come on, guys. Get that artillery going. Oh my gosh, they're just getting shellacked. We're going to double bombard there. They're just hitting us so hard. Oh my gosh, they have so much stuff. Okay, you know what, 37th? Your new orders, I'm going to tell you to move them as fast as possible. Yeah, this guy's having to retreat. He's taking so many casualties, and I'm not surprised. So many units over there. Gosh. Okay, so let's bombard here. Bombard that as well. The poor 10th HQ is just sitting up here and watching his forces getting torn to pieces. Well, my guys are all bogging down with one single HQ battalion of 24 men. Not good. Okay, but you guys are ready to go. Where are you guys? Okay, fine. This is what we're going to have to do. Probe very quickly. So just set up here and probe over to here. Quickest, fastest, max everything, no rest, go. Okay, that's your orders. Next, we have to wait with these guys for a little bit. With the infantry, we're going to assault into the forest right here. And when they're done, they're going to face just like that. Okay? We want frontage I'm fine with, but depth I want pretty small depth, because I want you guys wide and thin. Yeah, that makes sense. These guys, I may have to put the infantry into the city. It's where they're best fighting, right? And we don't really care. We have minor units scattered around here. That's not as important as taking the city itself. So I have the 8th here, but really, I'm going to have to move... Okay, so let's get this guy. You're obviously going to be needed over here, so why don't you just go probe to here. It's fine. Do it by whatever route you want, actually, because I don't think that there's a route you would move that would be really stupid. Maybe, actually, I should tell you what to do. Like that. That's going to be your way of doing that. So please do that by the quickest route possible. Get to those points. Okay? Yeah, we need people in Breitfeld because we're going to leave Breitfeld pretty much unoccupied. All right, that's what these guys are going to be there for then. Wait, these two guys, yes. So Breitfeld is going to be unoccupied unless you guys secure it. So go secure it. There's your job. Now they can kind of give us problems from this forest over here. So what's our best way of dealing with that? Looks like this is really good. Okay. That is really good. So nope, damn it. Grab this unit. Now grab the line of sight tool. It was like right here. Right here is the best, but I'd rather have them in the city itself though, which will give them better defense. Okay, that is where you're going to defend. You'll be facing basically west. Big surprise there, right? And just engage anybody you see. Also go there very, very quickly. Oh, I see. You're kind of getting up on fatigue. Well, once you're there, you're going to be able to rest, so just go there quickly anyway. And I don't know if I should demand. Let's just put them into arrowhead formation because these guys will be supported by this cavalry group, at least temporarily. Let's see, how far east can we go? Okay, so let's take a look. First of all, let's grab this unit. We want basically to look for something around here. And we just need this to look. That's really good. This one has to be covering the southeast. But I'm probably just going to face them south so they can kind of help support the forest as well. Okay, let's have them defend right here. So you'll face basically pretty much south, but you'll be also doing arrowhead so that you can help cover the west. Very good. So those guys will cover Breitfeld, and then that will just become a staging point from now on. We're not going to actively defend it with anything other than those defensive units. Basically, we see the huge defensive forces coming in from the west. We need to be able to disrupt those guys ASAP. Just look at the hell that they're giving the poor Baker Company of the 10th. Oh man. So that is done. Yeah, look at this. This is not something we need to concern ourselves overly with. Okay, 8th. You guys are here. We're waiting for your... What the hell are we waiting for? No, this is the command, right? Who's attached to you? You need to reattach. Damn it, you need to reattach. Okay, you're reattaching. Once you're reattached, that's when the assault will go. So go ahead, move around, do whatever. Who is... Am I, like, missing units here? Okay, I am. So there's 1, 2, 3. Alpha. I have to look up here. HQ, Dog, Able. Okay, so this is actually 3 units all stacked on top of each other, plus 2 more. Okay, good. That's actually nice to know. These guys are available. I don't want them to be the one who lead in. So what we're going to do is actually skip the 53rd. They're in position. Those guys are going to be the ones to help assault in the St. 5th. And the 8th is going to be retasked to help defend from, I think this hilltop will push them through. How do I get them over there? I think they're going to have to push through here and then assault up onto this little hilltop facing west so that we can try to control the huge movement of mechanized forces then from that direction. So let's get that to happen pronto. Unfortunately, we weren't able to clear any of this area first, but at least the AAA is going to help with that. So let's just give them the order right now. You guys assault, set up. You know what? Actually, just set up almost where you are. Okay, let's set up right here, I guess. And assault here. I guess that actually has to be the assault, the first assault. Then we have to give them a defend order. No, can't do that. That's silly. I think we just do something like this. So assault here. Now again we have to choose our line of sight carefully. That's kind of poor. This is a little bit better. Let's choose it right here. That gives us pretty good sight. In fact, if we can choose right here, let's just try to get as close to this forest as possible. Looks like it has pretty good vision. And we want to be as... Can we do this? Yeah, so what's your visibility there? It's pretty good. Okay, so from there, you're going to defend that direction. Okay, actually we want you to face a little bit further west. The frontage I want is small and very narrow. So control this area, and that should help us against that ridge line. Opposing ridge lines. Okay, that guy's set up. 45 minutes already in this one, so we'll probably have to call this to a close here, but it's good. I mean, it's good that we're paying the price that we should pay for being a little bit too slow. And this is what Montgomery constantly came up against, that Rommel was constantly outmaneuvering him. If we talk about the Uda loop, Rommel was always ahead of Montgomery, and that was the problem. So, it looks like we're still... The bombardment we're doing over here is, I think, effective. Alright, well, we've given some orders. We're waiting for some of our units to do stuff, and we're behind on the Uda loop because they're moving in and we're reacting to them, but hopefully soon we can get back ahead. So, thanks for watching this episode, and I'll catch you guys for the actual assault on St. Vith in the next.